Howdy! New toy in the shop. Haas vf0. I'm still figuring this thing out, but running a warm-up program. Basically all it's going to do is just move this stuff around just like this. So moves the table, and probably can't see that, runs the spindle like so. So it's got a chip auger, a tool changer, I think 20 tools. I don't even have any tools to put in it yet, but we will get some. There's the thing that shoots out the chips. Coolant, I hadn't figured that out at all yet, so I'll figure that out hopefully tomorrow. But everything appears to run. This thing was a bear to get in here. Moved it in with pallet jacks and a few other things. Barely fit through the door. So I know just enough to be dangerous, but this is how I'm running it. Probably gonna laugh at my setup. I've still got all the stuff halfway tore apart, but 8-gauge cable to power it, which it's just temporary. I just wanted to fire this thing up today. 6-gauge cable coming out of a 50-amp breaker here that feeds this thing. This was 300 and something bucks on eBay, 330 I think, and I asked them to send it. It's a 20 horse phase converter, but I asked him to wire it after I talked to the guys. Very nice, WNY, where's it at? WNY, there we go, phase converter. So you can get his number there. I don't know. Anyway, so I had a 10 horsepower motor already, and so you run 6-gauge wire, which I've got run through here, through this, into the motor. My 2 hots come in there behind this wire here, so you can see them looped coming into there. So you've got a hot that's in phase, and then this is the generated ground using these capacitors. So start it with a green button, turn it off with a red button. But I was a little worried that it wouldn't be enough, so I'm running this thing now. Obviously I'm not making a cut, but just running this program right now, I'm getting about 8 amps on that leg, and roughly 8 amps on that leg. So my shop is an absolute wreck. I'm probably going to move my shaper. I had to move the Howa here. Originally this is where I was going to put the mill, but obviously it takes up basically my entire shop. It's bigger than I really anticipated, and you got to be able to open this door. So I was going to jam it up against the wall here. Apparently that ain't going to work, so I moved it here. Got it all moved in, everything looked great. Went to bolt this thing back on, had to take it off to get it through the door, and it was right here. So had to jack everything back up, move it this way just enough, which I was kind of hoping to give myself a little more space here, but I'll fix that. I've got to get it leveled. I've got to get coolant. I've got to figure some of this other stuff out, so I am probably going to sell my Cincinnati, move this over here, and I've got a sharp lathe that I'll probably be putting in this area at some point. So I'll have this lathe, a sharp lathe right in this area. This will be in that corner, and I may put my shaper somewhere in this vicinity, or I may move these items into another location in my building and move the shaper over here. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. But still a ways to go. We have a vf0 at work that's quite a bit newer than this, but I can do CNC stuff, so I'm very excited. It's my second CNC tool. I've got a plasma table that I just got recently, and this, so I'm already kind of itching for a CNC lathe and a CNC metal brake, but we'll see what happens from here. But anyway, there's my shop update for the night. It's 11 o'clock. I've been at this for 2 days. I'm tired, and I'm gonna turn this thing off and go call it a night and fall in bed and die for a little while. So I hope this makes sense to most people. But anyway, alrighty, have a good day. Goodbye.